Hey guys, Urgence here. This is my shotgun armor regen build. I've been looking to do it for a while, but I've never really had the pieces, and fortunately it is Wednesday and Cassie Mendoza is selling this Hunter Killer chest piece. It is absolutely fucking insane. I've got max armor on it, max armor regen, and almost max crit damage with perfect intimidate. If you haven't got the Hunter Killer chest piece, I'd advise doing it as soon as possible. Of course, you probably won't have the opportunity to finish it off tonight. However, for future benefit, I mean, this chest piece is just amazing. The amount of damage output you get with Adrenaline Rush is crazy, so that would be my advice. Work on that if you don't have anything to do at the moment. This patch is really Resident Sleeper. I'm sure a lot of you would agree there isn't really much PvP going on, and if there is, it's kind of just boring meta shit. This is probably going to be the more meta focused builds, but a lot of people don't use shotgun regen. A lot of people actually focus on damage output with shotguns, which is perfectly fine, but bear in mind guys, the shotguns are super strong, so why not make a survivability based build with the shotgun and absolutely clap everyone in their cheeks. Now, of course, we're running Bellstone, Murakami knee pads, and the two-piece Golan. We've got crit chance and hazard on the mask. We've got the Hunter Killer chest piece, as I already showed you, for the perfect intimidate, but also the two-piece Golan gives us the 1% armor regen, so it's quite straightforward. The hazard protection, crit damage, weapon damage here, you can run 1.8 million armor, that's totally up to you, but I've got, you know, this piece and I don't really have the armor variant. I mean, I do, but it's low hazard, so I'm keeping this one for the time being, and it's more damage output. Murakami knee pads with crit damage, armor regen, and of course the hazard protection, crit damage roll on the second piece Golan for the additional armor regen, with our shotgun damage coming from the Badger Tough backpack, with Adrenaline Rush, crit chance on the mod, hazard protection, and crit damage. So I pretty much got like a 70% roll here, which is perfectly fine. I'd say about 80% roll, but it's the best piece I have with Badger Tough, so that is what you're going to be running. If we run into the specialization, the firewall is going to be the best for this build because you want overall survivability. The medkit is completely out of order. And, oh wait. Okay, so all of those clips you guys saw, I didn't have any shotgun damage. Well, there you go. I'll be doing a lot more shotgun damage. So it was broken as it was in the clips that I showed early in the video. And I didn't have any shotgun damage. So there we go, guys. Broken build. Pretty much broken build. Fireball spec, of course, the fireball shield, you want to be using that. The reason why I don't always activate my shield when I have the Quelebre is because I'm essentially moving, bobbing, weaving, regenerating my armor, getting my adrenaline rush, shooting again. So I'm always, you know, mobile when I'm using this shotgun in particular. I'm constantly reloading because I get 30% from the perfect jazz hands, and I also get 20% reload speed here, so I've got half the reload speed that you regularly do if you have an M870. As for the secondary, of course, this is the strongest shotgun in the game currently. You can 2-tap people with the shotgun, but with this build you're probably looking at 3-4-tap, which is perfectly fine with 160 RPM, guys. So you want to use this with the fireball shield, of course activate your in-sync and just do a crazy amount of damage. It's pretty straightforward. I just wanted to briefly show you guys what this build was like. As for the stats, again, these are the offensive stats for both the guns. Of course, it's the same. Almost crit cap to 100 crit damage. But I've also got almost 50 hazard if I was min-maxed, 50% hazard. And again, if I was min-maxed, roughly 55,000 armor regen. So the overall survivability of the build is brilliant. You don't need to have armor regen rolled everywhere, but we are a shotgun build, so we rely on survivability heavily as we're having to push people. And the problem with pushing people is they can pretty much just burst you down from a mile away if you're really low armor. But with this build, you can left, right, just kind of strafe and push them and put them in a very tough situation when sticky EMPing them. Again, if you're about to sticky EMP, I'd highly advise using your secondary shotgun. With the shotgun, you're going to activate in sync with the EMP, and you can shoot them while they're staggering to get that insane burst damage on them while they're in the animation. So that's pretty much the build. I love using it. I've only got conflict clips because I was running around the DZ after work and I couldn't find anyone, literally no one. So I was like, fuck that, I'm going in conflict and I'm going to shit on some kids there, and those guys are obviously looking for PvP, so it's the best kind of content I could create at the time. But this is the build. I hope you guys can utilize it. I'm sure a lot of you are using this kind of a variant, but I wanted to showcase it for myself because I've been waiting for this chest piece and it's finally come. And yeah, man, if you haven't copped this yet, definitely get it and utilize it on a build like this or with an SMG. That's pretty much the build video, guys. Really appreciate you guys standing by. A lot of my supporters have moved over to this new channel. I will be doing more Division 2 content. I'm kind of waiting for TU12 at the moment, playing Assassin's Creed, etc. If you guys don't know about Assassin's Creed, I've never played any of the other games besides Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, and that was on like PS2, PS3 days. So I think it's PS3 actually. So yeah, I've played Valhalla and I'm having a great time with that game, so I'm not going to be spending too much time trying to rush content. I'm only going to be doing the content that I've been waiting for. So ideally this build was one of those because I was waiting for this chest piece, and I've got the SMG variant of this if you guys want to see very quickly. These are the stats, pretty much crit caps. These are the stats. Headshot damage, I've got 10% on my backpack, hence the crit damage being lower. 50% hazard, 55k armor regen. So that's the SMG variant that I've been using. I'm 1v4ing people with this build. I'm not having a single problem fighting anyone with it. So there you go, that's the SMG version. Hope you guys can benefit from this. If you have, smash that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and push the notification bell if you guys want to continue watching my content. Appreciate my supporters once again. Thank you so much, guys, and have a blessed day.